Going over to the political part of the podcast, you have Donald Trump meme of Mount Rushmore going viral on social media. Now, this comes to us thanks to his X account. There's a cool, funny little video here. Oh, if I all the presidents smiling. And it got 25.5 million views and 289,000 likes. Which, shoot, if he could actually abolish the income tax like he said he would, I'd say that's even more fuel in terms of why he should be on Mount Rushmore. I mean, it's a low bar, but he's the best politician in my life. Again, low bar, because most politicians are, I would argue, either useless and or corrupt as hell, Democrats and Republicans. And again, he's done some great things. Still needs to start working on that deficit, though. $37 trillion in debt. That's making me quite concerned. Still have the NFA Act of 1934. Sounds like unconstitutional crap. Why don't you fix that? Again, the big beautiful bill got rid of the $200 tax stamp. Great. But again, most people aren't buying the fun things that I would argue, are God-given rights, like suppressors, short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns, machine guns, grenade launchers, and such. They're not doing it because of the paperwork and the process. Thanks to inflation, also Democrats and Republicans, the $200 isn't as big as a deal as it once was in 1934 when that law was passed. It's equivalent to about $4,800 now, which is why so few people had those items until, I'd argue, past 10 years, you've seen a huge increase of ownership in NFA items. Again, National Firearm Act items, like suppressors especially, not just because they're fun as hell to shoot as well. And again, he's done a couple great things, but I don't know, to me, if you could get rid of that damn theft that is the federal income tax, that again, wasn't always around, that would make him, that would truly make him great. Again, he campaigned on some stuff. He said a lot of things like a lot of politicians do. And I think he's kept some good promises. But when will he do that? The no tax on tips, that's great. But get rid of that gosh darn federal income tax. Why don't you abolish ATF? Again, he's done some good things, but come on. There's no way he can't get reelected. Do something crazy to really get my attention, to really make me thankful. Like, again, cheap gasoline, that's great. Deregulation is great. Business community is doing better. That's awesome. Especially getting rid of the EPA. Just get rid of that tumor completely. The fact that he's having deregulation in the automotive industry, the consumers will get what they want, not the unreliable crap that they de facto have to make to keep the EPA standards. That's great. I'm a gearhead. More manual transmissions, more big engines. I think that's awesome. That's great. No cylinder deactivation crap. Maybe even no more DEF fluid for diesels that makes them unreliable and trash. That is, I mean, in terms of my lifetime deregulation, that is huge. That's monumentous. But to me, what would really immortalize him would be really help the middle class who pays so many in taxes, while people, it's criminal. It's like, if you could get rid of that federal income tax, give us our money back, that would immortalize him. And again, he's survived assassination attempts. He's done the insurmountable. He beat all the odds. Literally, I should put money on those things of him actually becoming president the first time. I would maybe have a Nissan Nismo Z, the stick shift. Though I love my Honda Civic Si. Now, go to the comments. Well, the first one comes to us thanks to Dr. Shari. He says, quote, Donald Trump raised the bar. And it says, Kamala Harris failed the bar. AOC worked at the bar. That Nancy Pelosi lives at the bar. Biden can't spell the bar. And Hillary Clinton says it should be behind bars. Though I should clarify for the record, I think Hillary Clinton is a beautiful, intelligent woman, has not had a disproportionate amount of people around her committed suicide, like 28 people, and I don't own any rope. And I plan to live a long, healthy life. I definitely want to throw that out there for the record. That also got 1.3 thousand likes. Let's have the persistence saying, quote, we had a petition to get President Trump on Mount Rushmore. Not only do I think it would get tens of millions to sign it, but also use an opportunity to register new Republican voters, getting 2,000 likes, which, yeah, I like the persistence, especially good at getting people out to the vote. Sassafras 84 says, you absolutely deserve to be on Mount Rushmore, Mr. President, gave 1.2 thousand likes. You have Dr. Tree says, this is so true. It says, Trump is saying, I'm so pro-oxygen, sweet, beautiful oxygen. And the liberals are choking on a trash bag, getting 187 likes. Also have Emily Henderson says the 2 worst presidents ever. It's Biden and Obama, getting 278 likes. I'm sorry, Obama. Rick Suit says I'm smiling too, getting 106 likes. Paul Zoop says make Mount Rushmore greater, getting 87 likes. Let's see. Oh, contrary statement. Kay, who, she's a leftist. Oh, she follows me. That's nice, though. And I follow her because, again, life gets boring if you're in an echo chamber. So try to follow as many people as possible who have interesting ideologies, or at least different. So she is described as, I'm definitely that nasty woman. Oh, that sounds like Trump voice. She's a nasty, ugly woman. She looks like a dog. Almost worse than Ted Cruz's wife. Probably the worst Trump impression you heard all year, but damn it, you heard it here, and perhaps that's an accolade in of itself. Now, she's leftist because she has, how many flags is that? She has an orange square, the pride flag, the Ukrainian flag, which I guarantee she can't even point to on a stupid map, and her hashtag is immigrants feed us. Buy me coffee. Oh, I guess she has a coffee affiliate link, like every social media person has. She's a pro LGBTQ. Oh, I think she's going to get canceled. She's got the IA plus banana falcon. She likes the Dodgers. Whatever that is. She is a contrarian. And she says, Mount Rateborn, it's Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, Epstein, and Trump. Got 130 likes. Was she ratioed, though? No, she was not ratioed. Let's see. World of Statistics said, quote, Gavin Newsom's chances of becoming Democrat presidential nominee rose strongly to 32%, which, yeah, it's a low bar. And again, gals love voting for him because he's not unattractive. More attractive than me, granted, pretty low bar, I know. And he's good at speaking. His policies are all trash, but again, Gavin Newsom is, well, I was going to say more articulate than most Democrats, but let's be honest, that low is pretty low. Most Democrats are, I'd say, as unarticulate as I, which again, saying something. Declaration of Memes says, let's end the income tax for good. Looks like a very muscular hamster with an American flag wife beater and a cowboy hat. Says the best stimulus package would be a 0% income tax. Get 1.4 thousand likes? Yep. Again, there's a time where our country was so fiscally responsible, they would fund it with just local lotteries. You need a new school? All right, we'll do a lottery and the government gets half. Now, the government wins more than 50% of every lottery in the U.S., they still run a deficit with the morons, again, who are Republicans and Democrats. Or 50% of every lottery, the government wins, and they still lose money every year. It is so stupid. I almost think it has to be a conspiracy to destroy our country with debt. Like, I know politicians are dumb. But it's got to be corruption. No one's that dumb. To lose money every single year to get $37 trillion in debt. Again, Republicans and Democrats keep doing that. And with the income tax, that was not a thing for most of the United States' existence. The most recent iteration is why I always critique people when they say, we need to tax the rich. Give them an inch, you give them up, they take a mile, because that's what happens every time. The income tax, at first, was, we need to fund the war. It's the Great War. It's a big war. It's a world war. We need to fund it. So volunteer. If you feel patriotic, in addition to buying bonds, you're going to donate some of your income tax. Okay, you do that. Then they said, you know what? We need a little extra help this time. So we're going to tax the rich, but only the rich. We're going to go after you. And then they proceed to go, you know what? We're going to tax everyone, but don't worry. Only for the war. Once we pay that off, they'll go away. Yeah, we're still getting stolen from to this day from the federal government. Again, that's why I'm always viscerally against any increase in taxes, especially on wealthy, because every new tax, they always end up taxing all of us, except people who don't work or can't work. Again, there are some good folks who are having some issues, understandably, but a lot of people leeching off the system as well. Again, get rid of that income tax, Trump. It'd be great. Also have Petty Jones says Donald Trump is a full master. And so Trump will probably say something of, I'm the greatest troll master on the planet. I'm all the best. I do the Rick Rolls, the memes, as Topping would say, or as most people would say, memes. You also have Carlos America says you could already see the hair. There's a little hair on top, getting 929 likes. And again, I think the reason the Mount Rushmore stopped, it's actually not completed because the artist died. And traditionally, when the artist passes away, that's when they stop working on the piece of art. I do wonder, with the average American support President Trump being put on Mount Rushmore, it would obviously make the leftists melt down even more than usual, which is saying something. But again, for how much good he's done, and again, he's disappointed in many areas as well. But in terms of just overcoming the odds, putting America first, not all the time, but in many cases, I think there's a justification. There's an argument to me that he should be Mount Rushmore. But let me know your thoughts, because as always, thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so you can click that button. I really appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback. Let me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, anyone, everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.